All right, back out here on the Spear home site. It's April 30, 2025, about almost 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Neighbors over there doing some bush hogging on his property. I just finished running the bush hog and planted some tomato plants down in the garden right there today. Yeah, neighbor's tearing it up with this bush hog. Anyway, I got this all done, but I wanted to get a good look at the house, making progress. They got that little brow, they call it a brow, over the garage doors, and that's looking nice. That's a metal roof to match the metal roof over the porch. And the electrician's out here. He's run the cable through the conduit. I had the state inspector out here the other day. I think it was last Thursday, and call him the ditch inspector, because that's what he came out here to do, is inspect the ditch, and gave the approval. So the electrician's out here. He's run the cable through the conduit. He's putting the disconnect box on the back of the house, and he's going to put another disconnect box and the meter base out here. That way I'll be able to run power to maybe an outbuilding right here in this area. If I ever get around to putting a building over there, I'll be able to bring power to it. And the remnant construction crew, they're finishing up the siding on the east side of the house. They completed the construction of the garage and got the trusses up and the roof on. Everything's looking good. The door we have here is just temporary. We're supposed to get a door that opens outward at my request. Still haven't had the excavator guy out here. He's got to do a little more work. Well, a lot more work actually. He's got to fill this ditch back in. He's got to scrape out the inside of the garage, prep that for gravel and concrete. I also have to have that sprayed for termites, get the termicide treatment done. And there's the electrician in the black shirt and his helper in the burgundy shirt there. They've got the disconnect box hooked up to the side of the house. And then the crew showed up this morning to start working on the back deck. Looks like they're making pretty good progress on that. So this is what you call a cantilever design here. So the deck comes out to that support post right there and it extends out a few feet past that support post. So that's what they call a cantilever. So we've got 2x12 beams that'll be running across here to support the weight out here at the end of the deck. And working over here on the side where the utility room is. So we have a place to step out from the utility room over there, and from the atrium door in the dining room right there. And I'm glad my condensate line that I ran from the house isn't interfering with them. That's where I terminated it right there, so the air conditioner isn't dripping water next to the house. But overall, it's looking pretty good. I've got the request into the Remnant Construction to, as well as Clayton Homes, to tell me what's going on with the porch roof, because it's not finished. It's just you can see the roofing trusses and the OSB plywood, and it needs to be finished some kind of way. And we're looking at either having T111 4x8 sheets of T111 plywood run up there so it's hides the trusses, or the Remnant Construction guy suggested tongue and groove, so he's going to price those out, get with the Clayton Homes manager and find out how much of that work will be covered by Clayton Homes, and if I'll bear the cost of any additional work. These box beams here, for lack of a better term, that's what I'm calling them, these box beams, are definitely not finished out right there. There's one there, and there's one over on the other side right there. And yeah, so all that's got to be trimmed out, either T111 or tongue and groove, and also go up the top of the gable and down. And then also right here, there's going to be a T plate that connects this horizontal beam to the vertical beam. I've asked for a steel plate for the front and the back. That'll finish that off and make it look really nice. And of course, they still have to put the trim work, which will be a metal flashing that'll go all along that plate there at the end of the roof. And it's I guess the metal flashing's got some kind of a wood grain stamped into it. But overall, things are looking pretty good. I mentioned to the Remnant Construction manager that I had asked for the concrete to be filled in to ground level, and they never did get around to that, so he's got to address that. This one actually has standing water in it because it rained earlier this morning. And now we're back around here, the garage. You can see the garage is right now a mess with all the construction equipment, but that'll have to be scraped out, then rock brought in. It'll have to be scraped out, it's going to have to be treated with termicide, and then rock brought in. And then they're going to pour the slab out in there, and then around the side there's going to be a 10-foot slab for a parking pad that goes out 10 feet and then all the way to the back of the garage. Say hi, Mom. So that little brow overhang over the garage doors is looking nice. Each garage door in that brow, there's going to be a light shining down over each of those garage entrances, so that'll look good. Anyway, beautiful day here outside of Butler, Tennessee. Got a lot of work, a lot of progress being made on the property, and that's all for now.